I supposed to memorize all of these organelles for tomorrow's AP Bio test? I knew I shouldn't have watched A Christmas Carol instead of studying for the test. I guess I'll just go to sleep and forget about it.
Sally, Sally.
What? Who's there?
I am the ghost of your biology textbook. Tonight you will be visited by 3 ghosts who will take you on a special journey.
The ghost of my biology textbook? This sounds vaguely familiar. Look, I have a test tomorrow. I really don't think I have time to go on a special journey tonight.
That's what you think now. Just remember, always let your textbook be your guide.
What? Where'd you go? Whatever. Back to bed.
Sally, wake up. It's time to go.
What now?
I am the ghost of cells past, and I'm here to take you on the first part of your journey through the cell. Now let's go. We don't have much time until morning.
Ghost of cells past? Like a prokaryotic cell?
Yes, but no more questions. We have to go.
Whoa, I know where we are. This is a prokaryotic cell.
Precisely. This is the beginning of your journey through the cell. Let's start over here with the cell wall.
I know about the cell wall. The cell wall protects the cell, maintains cell shape, and prevents excess uptake of water.
And what about the plasma membrane?
The plasma membrane, or cell membrane, is a phospholipid bilayer embedded with proteins which encloses the cell and separates its contents from its surroundings. The proteins are responsible for the cell's ability to interact with its environment.
Impressive. I guess you are letting your textbook be your guide. Now on to the ribosomes. The ribosomes...
Wait, I know this one too. The ribosomes are the sites of protein synthesis and can be found floating free in the cytosol when making proteins for internal cell use, or bound to the rough endoplasmic reticulum when making proteins for export or use in the cell membranes. Of course, prokaryotic cells lack the endoplasmic reticulum.
I guess my work here is done, unless of course you have any questions.
Well, yeah. Aren't the cell membrane and ribosomes part of all eukaryotic cells, and isn't the cell wall found in plant cells?
Of course, eukaryotic cells developed after prokaryotic cells, so eukaryotic cells have some or the same organelles as prokaryotic cells.
Well, that was very interesting and surprisingly helpful. I guess I'll just...
Not so fast. You're not done yet. I'm the ghost of cells present, here to take you on part 2 of your journey through the cell.
So, like, eukaryotic cells?
I specialize in plant and animal cells.
I guess that would explain why we're in a plant cell.
Over here we have the chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are photosynthetic organelles that convert solar energy to chemical energy, which is stored in sugar molecules.
So if they're photosynthetic organelles, then they contain chlorophyll, right?
Exactly. Now if we move over here, you'll see the vacuole.
That huge thing is a vacuole? Wow, what does it do?
The vacuole is a membrane-bound organelle which stores proteins, pigments, and waste materials. Vacuoles can make up as much as 80% of a cell.
I would have thought that the mitochondria would be bigger, since it is the powerhouse of the cell, whatever that means.
Let's have a look. The mitochondria is enclosed by a double membrane and is deemed the powerhouse of the cell because it is the site of cellular respiration, which creates ATP.
Oh, that's why it's called the powerhouse. What's that? Over there?
That bunch of flattened sacs of membrane is known as the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is active in synthesis, modification, sorting, and secretion of cell products. The cisternae, or sacs of membranes, have polarity with the cis side receiving vesicles and the trans side shipping vesicles.
So it's like a cell's postal service.
Someone's been reading her review book.
Not enough to know what those things are.
Those little round organelles are the peroxisomes, and they're responsible for many different metabolic functions in the cell that involve the transfer of hydrogen from compounds to oxygen, producing hydrogen peroxide. The peroxisomes also break down fatty acids to be sent to the mitochondria for fuel.
Don't the peroxisomes also detoxify alcohol by transferring hydrogen from the poison to oxygen?
How could I forget? It looks like you do know something about peroxisomes.
What about animal cells? They have peroxisomes, mitochondria, and the Golgi apparatus too.
Precisely. Let's go explore the animal cell.
What's this? It looks like some kind of maze.
Welcome to the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum makes up a large part of the total membrane structure in most cells.
I remember reading about 2 kinds of endoplasmic reticulum. What's the difference?
The smooth endoplasmic reticulum has 3 primary functions: the synthesis of lipids, metabolism of carbohydrates, and the detoxification of drugs and poisons. The rough endoplasmic reticulum earned its name because the ribosomes make the structure appear rough when viewed under a microscope, or up close like we're seeing it. As proteins are produced on the endoplasmic reticulum ribosomes, polypeptide chains travel across the endoplasmic reticulum and into the cisternal space, which is just a fancy name for its internal area. Proteins can be constructed in the cisternal space before being moved by transport vesicles to the Golgi apparatus for further modification.
Oh, so this is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and this is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. But what about the cytoskeleton? What does that do?
The cytoskeleton is a net of protein fibers that run throughout the cytoplasm and is responsible for support, motility, and regulation some biochemical activities.
Wait, did you just forget about the nucleus? How could you take me on a tour through a cell and forget about the nucleus?
No, I did not forget. I was simply saving the best for last. But we can go see the nucleus now if you really want to.
Yes, let's see it. There's no way I would miss out on seeing the cell's control center where genetic information is stored and cellular activities are directed.
Well, here it is, the almighty nucleus. Don't forget about the nucleolus, which is the region of the nucleus where the synthesis of ribosomal RNA takes place.
So the nucleolus is the little ball inside of the nucleus?
Yep, now let's hurry up and have a look at the centrioles before my part of the journey is over.
The centrioles? I know about those. They're located in the centrosomes and they play an important role in cell division.
Looks like you know your organelles. Now remember, the cytoskeleton, peroxisomes, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, nucleus, and nucleolus are found in both plant and animal cells.
Wow, you're even more informative than the first ghost. I think I'll ace that.
Your journey is not over yet. I'm the ghost of Cell's future, and I'm going to take you on the third and final part of your cellular journey.
But if it's another part of my journey, why are we still in the animal cell?
You've forgotten about the lysosomes. The lysosomes digest worn-out organelles and cell debris, and they play a role in cell death. Good luck on your test tomorrow.
I really have got to stop watching movies before I go to bed.